Let's look at a few more sequence problems. They're the same thing, but just worded and look slightly different. So, example 3. When a line of cars is given a police escort, it is led by 3 motorbikes, and each car has a motorbike on each side. So we notice here we have 3 cars, so 3 cars, and we should have 9 motorbikes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do. So we want to complete the table. Well, let's do the second one. So if we had 2 cars, now there would be a police escort on each side, followed by 3 motorbikes. So that means we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 police officers. Now you could draw the picture for the rest of them, but the pattern will start to form. So we can use our table. So to get from 7 to 9, we're adding 2. So we'd be adding 2 every time. So 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13. Now you can keep doing that to get your to figure out how many motorbikes you need for 11 cars, but we'll use the formula that we find later for that. But you could just add up, that's fine. So let's look at B. We want to write down a formula for finding the number of motorbikes needed when you know the number of cars. Okay, so we want to know what M is. So to get M, what do? Well, we take the rule. The rule is 2, and we're going to multiply it by the number of cars. Then we need to add on that 0 term. So here, if we had 1 car, we'd have to think, okay, well, how many police cars would there be? So if we go back 2, there would be 5. But if we had 0 cars, because remember we're looking for the 0 term, how many police cars would we have? We'd go back 2, so that would be 3. So if we had 1 car, you would have 3 police cars. So we'd have to add, so this is my 0 term that we're looking for. We're adding 3 each time. So we can use our formula now to answer 11 and C and D. So if we have 11 cars, we're going to multiply that by 2. So 11 times 2 is 22, and add 3. 22, 23, 24, 25. So if we had 11 cars, we would need 25 motorbikes. Let's look at C. If there are 18 cars in a line to be escorted, how many motorbikes are required? Right, similar thing to what we just did for 11. So to get the motorbikes, we go 2 times the number of cars. Don't forget, invisible times sign. So 2 times 18, and we're going to add 3. Again, you can use your calculator for this, it's fine. 2 times 18. So 2 times 18 equals 36, and we're going to add 3. That's going to give me 39. So 18 cars would require 39 motorbikes. Let's look at D. A police force has 45 motorbikes. What is the maximum amount of cars it can escort this way? So we need to think about this and solve this. So if we now know the motorbikes, so we know M is 45. Now that is equal to 2C plus 3. So we're replacing M with 45. Now what we can do is solve like we normally do to figure out our missing letter. So we are going to subtract 3 from both sides. So 45 minus 3 is 42. That's equal to 2C, and 3 minus 3 is 0. Then we're going to divide both sides by 2 to get C on its own. So 42 divided by 2 is 21. So the maximum amount of cars that they can escort is 21 cars. So they can escort 21 cars max, or a maximum of 21 cars. And that's how you answer that question. Pause the video, give example 4 a try, plus press play when you're ready. So let's look at this question. Jill is making a wallpaper border. She's using stars and dots to make the border. we want to complete the table below. So easy enough. When we're looking at this, the third picture is drawn. So what we can do is we can cover up one of the stars and count how many dots we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 dots. If there was 2 stars, in 1 star we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dots. So once we have that information, we can see that we're adding up in 3 each time. And as we're adding up in 3 each time, we get 14, 17, and 20. So we want to find the formula for calculating the number of dots when you know the number of stars. So here, it's not very clear, that's an S. Right. So we have D equals 3S plus 2. Again, I found my 0 term there. I went back 3, so I'd be adding 2 on. And that's where I got the plus 2. And then C, this one was a little bit trickier. So Jill has 60 stars and 178 dots. What is the maximum number of stars and dots she can use? Well, I've solved for the number of stars she can use if she had 178 dots. So I said, if we had 178 dots, I worked backwards and figured out that could make 58.66666, that's a little 6 with a dot above it, stars. So with those amount of dots, she can only make 58 full stars. So that's why I said the maximum amount of stars she can use is 58. And then, if I had 58 stars, I'd have to substitute that into the formula. So how many dots can I use if I had 58 stars? So when I worked that out, I substituted the 58 back into the formula and I got 172 dots. So if she can only make 52 stars, she will use 172 dots.